no plans to do any kind of art challenge or anything crazy this month. My only plans were to add Wednesday uploads to my schedule, and at some point I'll be starting a new freelance job. Then I got this in the mail. It is a hole punch that cuts out a little stamp shape. How cute is that? I had completely forgotten that I ordered this. Which, that's one fun thing about having ADHD is you don't need people to surprise you with gifts, you can just surprise yourself. If you just don't check your tracking and it takes long enough to get here, it's like Christmas. Anyway, I didn't really have many plans for it, but then when I got it, I actually stamped something with it, and look at how cute! As soon as I stamped a little test, thank you, a little test with it, I was like, this would make such a cute, tiny painting. So then I went to YouTube to see what other artists have done for like tiny paintings, and everybody, at least that I saw, was doing like trading card size, or like some were like 2x2 or 3x3. So then at that point I was like, is this too tiny? So I did a test painting, and then I did another 3, and I can already tell you I'm obsessed. They are so stinking cute, and each one took like 10 to 20, 25 maybe if I was working slow. Like, they take such a short amount of time that I was like, this is so fun. So because I can't just be chill about anything, I decided very last second, because this was only 2 days ago, to do a tiny painting every day in the month of February. And theoretically, it should be doable. And I decided to do weekly vlogs for this month to bring you along on the journey. And yeah, it should be pretty fun. So let's get started. I'm really impressed with how strong this hole punch is. It's cutting through the thick watercolor paper with no issue at all, and the edges are super clean. I'm using my Arches paper because even though I only have a couple of sheets left, I can cut all 28, and it only takes a little bit of the sheet, which is another benefit of painting really tiny. I'm also punching out some extras in case something goes wrong, or if I decide to do extras. The rule is at least 1 painting a day. If I want to do more, I can. The whole point of this is to try to paint more, so I'm not going to limit myself for no reason. Also, I was trying to find a way to keep them together and organized because they are so tiny that I absolutely will lose them. And then I realized that the little containers that my press-ons come in is perfect. Also, for my little test paintings, I used painter's tape for the first one, and it did not seal the edges very well. And then I tried masking tape and washi tape, and washi tape really is just that girl. It keeps the lines super crisp and didn't damage the paper. And I used washi tape for all my film studies and some of the other gouache paintings, so I don't know why I bothered trying the others, but I did. And now we know to just stick with washi. So I bought some more washi tape yesterday, and they had a little dispenser for only $5. My only complaint is that it looks like it should hold all 6, but it doesn't. Alright, now that everything's prepped and ready to go, I can actually paint. All right, well, there's the first one done. That took like 20 minutes, which is so crazy because usually even a smaller gouache painting takes me at least a couple of hours, if not like 8. And honestly, I want to do another one, but it's already almost dinner time, and oh, he's so cute. Jack is being so cute on the bed. I'll show you. Usually Sunday is my day to clean and do laundry and just kind of hang out and chill, so I'm just going to do that the rest of the evening. And it'll be good to pace myself with these because I tend to get really into stuff and then burn out, so I'm not going to limit myself to only one a day, but I'm not going to sit here and do like 50 on the first day because then I won't want to do them anymore. I already did my cleaning earlier, so I'm just waiting on the laundry and for Jack to get out of bed so that I can change the sheets. Then I'm going to eat pizza and cuddle up with my kitties and watch Top Model the rest of the night. Sounds like a good time. That is always a workout, especially I usually wash the duvet cover every other week, and this was the week to do it, so it's extra exhausting. I thought maybe Sally would get up and help, but she usually comes out of nowhere and likes to help me, and she's very hands-on. But it was just Jack tonight, and he's more of a supervisor, so. I started doing my laundry and changing my sheets every Sunday about a year ago, and I also do my clothes every other Sunday, and then my towels every 4 weeks because I have 4 towels and 4 hand towels. And aside from times whenever I was out of town or really sick, I think I've only missed a couple of weeks. So for the first time in my entire life, I have a regular laundry schedule. Crazy what medication can do. Good morning, or well, afternoon now. I've been working all morning on the video that is going to go up. Well, by the time that you see this, it went up last Wednesday. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. I did a digital painting of some Pokemon fan art. Gotta say, I'm having a harder time getting back into digital painting, and I think it's because I spend so much of my time at my desk working on freelance work, and especially last year we were working with a lot of like tight deadlines. We were really trying to rush one of the books, and I just had like way too much work last year. It was fun, but it was very stressful. So before I start my next freelance job, I'm trying to kind of reassociate sitting at the desk and working in Photoshop with like fun work, because as much as I'm loving gouache right now, my heart is with digital painting and I really love it, and I just don't spend enough time working on my own personal work, so I'm trying to fix that this year. I think I might start dedicating like an hour a day to just sitting at my desk and drawing or painting something fun that I'm not recording, because even if you really love filming your process like I do and sharing it in that way, I think we all really need private time to create freely, like without anybody watching and with no pressure. And at least with me, I find myself a lot looser and more experimental and find a lot of really cool textures and shapes that I maybe wouldn't do if I was recording. So I'm trying to dedicate more time to that. Anyway, I have a tiny painting to get to, so let's do it. morning. It is now Friday, which means I only have 2 more paintings to do for this week to be a success. I've been doing a lot of editing. Haven't left my house much this week, so there hasn't been a whole lot of fun stuff to vlog, but I did set some time aside this morning to work on a painting. I've been working on this painting like a little bit here and there where I can for 2 years now. And I feel like I'm in the home stretch now. There's only a few more buildings left, and I'm really gonna try to push and get it done because I really am happy with the way that it's turning out, but I've been working on it for too long. But I will say I have liked having a big, long piece to work on. Like whenever I just want to paint for fun for like an hour here and there. I usually do like 1 or 2 buildings in a sitting, but yeah, I just haven't had a whole lot of time to dedicate to it. So I'm gonna change that and we're gonna get it done. And then I'll probably start another one that's really big and long that I can just work on here and there. But hopefully the next one won't take 2 years. Anyway, time to go from this giant painting to a little tiny one. Also, if my hand looks like it's been through a wood chipper, it's because my uncle got a new kitten and I went to see her last night and she's adorable and I like to roughhouse, so she's so cute she can just rip my whole hand off. I don't care. It's not like I need it for my job or anything.